is Lee Rosenbaum, and we are at the redesigned and reopened Plaza of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. They have just unveiled it today. It is now called the David H. Koch Plaza in honor of the main donor for this complete do-over. If you saw my previous Culture Girl video about this area pre-renovation, the paving was a mess. Now it's quite nice and in good condition after being all cut up and modeled and messy. And there's this addition of parasols and benches, some of which are now being occupied, some of which are being walked on and jumped off of. But the main attraction, of course, is what we're coming up upon, and that is the new fountain. For some reason, this area is barricaded. Restricted area, construction work in progress. That work is not evident. It looks completely unmarred by construction equipment. These are new. We now have movable tables and chairs where people can sit and eat. But what are they going to eat? The vendors, the lineup, the battalion of lunch carts and food trucks is totally missing. How did they achieve this miracle? When I was here recently, I took a photo of wall-to-wall trucks, and it was really quite a mess out here. Now it is pristine, just the buses over here, sightseers, and the people. I'll have to find out how they did that. So here is the fountain, which does various interesting dances up and down and sort of doing the wave as it goes around. I read in the press release of some kind of elaborate patterns. I thought it was going to crisscross and stuff. So far I'm not seeing that, but you never know. I just did speak to a guard who said that he thought the vendors were away for today, but he thinks it might just be for today because there were all the festivities earlier today. And of course here is the tribute to the donor. Somewhat controversial in some circles, but I say, hey, if he's willing to pay $65 million or whatever it turned out to be to help support the Met, good thing. Lots of new plantings all around. Lots of new trees have been put in. I have to say, it works for me. I saw it the other day without water and I wasn't so sure, but now that I see the fountains in action, and how they kind of cascade off the sides here into some kind of channel below, I think it's engaging, and I'm enjoying it. I mean, the length of this pool is much shorter. They wanted to free up the entrances that are on ground level. There's one here, and there's one on the other side. And they didn't want the fountains obstructing access to those. I am so far impressed. And here's someone who's sitting and getting nice and close and just meditating on the water. This side used to have a whole battery of art vendors. No one is there now. I'm not sure if this is permanent, if they've kind of made this happen by the way they've placed the row of trees and the need for have a certain amount of walkway unobstructed. There may be regulations that are now not allowing those vendors to be here because of the new configuration of trees and the various lit posters advertising the shows inside. But it's pristine, uncluttered, and a very vibrant public space. Looks like the tables on this side are already getting some good use. And on the other side they're closed off right now, but I assume those barricades will soon come down. And again, the fountain is over here, and they've unblocked the access to the entrance, which is here. It used to be that the much longer fountain would kind of make a little bit of a more difficult navigation to get to that entrance. What I miss most of all is the street performers who used to come out here and entertain the troops sitting on the stairs. And I wonder what happened to them. I can only think that maybe for the first day of the new plaza, the Met doesn't want people doing that. I'm not sure standing on the fountain is envisioned by the founding fathers, but so far no one is objecting.